Hi, Sean here from Garage Garage. Today I want to share with you my latest project. As you can see, I built a double barrel smoker in a T configuration. So I'll kind of maybe go through a couple of the features, kind of explain what I did, talk a little bit about the construction, how I went about doing it, and then we'll fire it up. And I've got a nice meatloaf I'm going to smoke today. Um, so I guess to start with, the bulk of the build was built from two 50-gallon barrels or 55-gallon barrels. So as you can see, I have one for the bottom, one for the top, and I ended up coping it to suit. So, the bottom barrel comes up and it's welded along this seam here, and then the top barrel is, obviously sideways. So you can see I cut a door into the top. I used some standard hinges just from a local hardware store. This handle is from a used for building gates and posts or to secure gates on for fencing. I got some temperature gauges off of eBay for $5 a piece, and then I also bought some hinges from local hardware store. These are a suitcase style where they actually pull down the clamp. So I thought that would be a pretty good way to go, and I'm pretty happy with it. So once we step inside, so we've got we've got my bar for smoking sausage. Then I built stainless steel grates. You can see I used 3 or 4 stainless. Then tack welded them together to make a grate. So this is a 1/4 inch 304 round bar. Also for the top door, I welded 1/8 by 1 inch flat bar along the opening, so I have a overlapping seal. And you can see I put a little, it's called, what do you call it? A little sealant online. Can't remember the name right now, but I'll look it up for you. And then, on the bottom, we've got, cut another door in, same thing, lapped it with some flat bar. This is my firebox. So again, stainless steel bucket I got from Princess Auto, and drilled some holes in it for airflow, and put a removable grate in it, again stainless steel. So then fill that with charcoal, light it up, put it in here, and then again same thing, more of the same style latches and hinges. And for airflow, I put 2 1.5 inch pipe nipples with ball valves on it to control airflow. Now you can see what I've done here. So I've actually hooked a blow dryer up to one of them, and I've got a temperature controller. So I actually have a forced induction. So this lets me control the temperature by turning the blow dryer on and off, just using the cold air feature, not using the heat. What else? You can see I put some drains on this guy. So just a whatever 1/2 inch drain. It's just to drain any liquid that gathers in the bottom. I guess I gotta come bring you over to the other side here, and I'll show you a couple other features on this barbecue, and then we'll fire it up. So for air coming out, I just used the existing bung on the barrel, and then put in a 2-inch, 2-inch nipple, elbow, and then built a little flap here, or teardrop unit, so that I could control the airflow. Just a standard bolt, couple nuts, and a teardrop cut plate. Just slides over there. And again, you can see kind of the drains. I put it on the legs. I just use a piece of angle iron, just kind of some scrap I had lying around. And I bought some rubber chair bottoms and filled them with silicone, just to again, to kind of give it a bit of a soft foot on it. Okay, well, let's take a look inside now. Well, now that we've covered all the outside, let's take a look at the inside. So you can see I've got my bar for smoking sausage, my stainless grates, and then in the center here, I've got my vent from there. An open vent with a cover just to help diffuse the air coming up, and it also gives me a spot to put a catch tray on it, just to try and minimize the cleanup after. Yeah, that's kind of it. I'll just kind of show you. So these are those latches I was talking about that kind of swing down and clamp. You can kind of see my seal here. It's a I can't remember the name of it, but I'll put it in the video description. And my handles, the door. Well, while we wait for the charcoal to light, I remembered what this gasket is. It's a Nomex gasket. It's a good high temp gasket. It was self-adhesive. And then I also wanted to comment on the paint I used. I used a flat black barbecue paint. So if you do this, make sure you use a barbecue paint because it does need to be it does need to be high temp and not give off harmful fumes at high temperatures. So, which regular paints will do that. So, anyway, I'm just going to pull all my grates out here and get started.
Throw our basket in. Sure, vents are open. Okay, leave this guy positioned. Go. Put my water tray in and my sketch tray.
I got my forced induction going. Okay, time to throw our food on. Okay, so we're about an hour into smoking. You can see my temperature controller is holding at 240. It's at 239.9 right now, and you can also hear the blow dryer being pulsed. And so the controller is pulsing the blow dryer to maintain temperature in the smoker. I guess now's a good time to talk a little bit about the PID controller. So what I'm using is an Inkbird single temperature or single readout temperature controller. So it's I bought it off eBay for about I think it was $60 including the relay, and then I put it in a weatherproof enclosure, and so I've got my temperature sensor coming out. I took an extension cord, cut it in half, used half of it for my output and the other half for my power in. It's pretty easy to wire up. You just gotta follow the directions, and yeah, that's it. And yeah, we're smoking away. So we're about an hour into a 4-hour smoke. So anyways, I'll touch back when we're done and show you what the finished product looks like. And there we have it. One delicious smoked meatloaf, some smoked baby potatoes, and garlic bread. Dinner is served.